Dumbgeons and Dragons will begin in a moment. It's a day or two later in Vintersmith, and Bonwyn, Cav, and Bizarre, you find yourselves standing in the middle of Everbane's. The room is cold, still, and abandoned, all except for you. The soot-stained walls hum faintly with a memory too heavy to be forgotten. Getting close to midnight, you stand within a forge circle. You've cleared away tables, you've cleared away all your tools, followed the directions that Bizarre has found within this tome that you uncovered in your father's workshop. You have a few lanterns lit, and as you take a step back from the circle and look at the placement, you are examining the book, which showcases 4 pillars. You weren't sure, as you were originally reading it, if this would exactly line up, but as you've cleared away all the tables, which really haven't been moved in quite a long time, 4 support beams, stone, stand around the forge and perfectly align with the circle as it is drawn.
So, we have everything set up here, the 6 points, representing life, death, earth, wind, water, and fire. We have the 4 pillars of support to represent the 4 founding gods. And I believe all the ley line connections and start across. Yes, are you ready, Bonwyn?
Oh, I'm definitely ready. Yeah, we gotta get this going again.
Okay.
One question before we start. What am I doing again?
Praying?
Done. Got it. Locked it down. Let's do this.
Dumbgeons and Dragons is a D&D actual play podcast, and I'm your dungeon master, Russ More, he, him. Also with me today is Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, she, her.
Maybe the fire gods need me to, fuck up my work life for the rest of my life?
Tom Laird as Kevlarin Goldweave, he, him.
You forgot about the extensive remodeling that you commissioned.
And Kyle Claset as Bizarre the Wizard, he, him.
I feel loved.
Dumbgeons and Dragons is a Patreon-supported podcast, and you can join us today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. There are so many amazing bonus episodes over there, which will help get you through the slower schedule we have this summer, and an amazing community that gets together every month at our monthly Gook Hangs. It's a great time. We hope to see you over there. And now, fuck it, let's play.
Cool. Awesome. I don't know what to do. I've drawn the things and the shapes and the magics. I think it's your turn. Tag, you're it.
Okay. Cav, if you could actually just maybe get over there, there's some just some bandages and things.
Oh, sure. Yep.
For the blood.
Right.
Yeah.
Blood, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Because it said, in the letter from Malin, blood and purpose, and sometimes I'm very literal, and I feel like I've tried some emotional things, so what if we just try blood? That is definitely a part of me. It is what keeps me, alive.
There's also iron in blood, so it kind of makes sense.
That does make sense.
And sometimes the most obvious answer is the correct one.
Is the correct answer. So, love your guys' opinion here. Dramatically in stories, everyone always cuts across their palm. That seems to me the worst place to cut yourself.
Yeah.
So what do we think? Forearm, probably, away from any major veins, just can wrap it up. It's not gonna...
and it bleeds pretty freely, I think, so
Okay.
Yeah. And if it doesn't work, then you can always cut your hand.
True. Maybe the fire gods need me to fuck up my work life for the rest of my life?
I don't think so.
I wouldn't make sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay. So I have the dagger. The one that I thought might be something that that they would accept. But what if blood on the dagger?
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut myself, and Bonwyn has no idea what she's doing. Like, this makes no sense. Is she like gonna drip things on each of the 4 pillars? Maybe.
Is it more of a smear technique? What are we going for here?
Exactly. Like, she could not be more out of her element, despite being like literally in her home. But, yeah, maybe I am bleeding now, and maybe I'll do a slow circle or a slow walk around the circle, and then go to the forge and really squish it. Really get some blood in there. Ow! Does still kind of hurt, but not as much as on my hand. And then I'm going to put the dagger in as well and say, okay, please start now, because this is my literal lifeblood and purpose. So here we go. And I'm going to, I guess, put some kindling in there and try and light it on fire. The old-fashioned way.
You're walking around the room, doing what you can only imagine is the ritual.
Feels magical.
And as you lay the blade down, kind of stemming the blood with the bandage that Cav has given you, you step back to go grab some kindling. And as you step more towards the center of the circle, you feel a warmth from behind you. It's not the same heat that's come from the forge, but you turn back and a light smoke is coming out of it. There's what looks like the illumination of some ember burning inside. You see the dagger shadow cast into the room. And it's the first dagger that you ever forged. It's not perfect, but it's honest. It marked the day your father looked at you not just as your daughter, but as an equal in the business. The warmth begins to swell and smoke begins to billow out. You hear the sizzle of the blood on the dagger as this heat begins to build. And as the room begins to fill with this, what can now be described only as like a smoky fog, you can still see Bizarre and Cav kind of out of the corner of your eye, but you hear a voice. All of you hear a voice. It's deep and distant and almost grieving. And it says,
"Speak thy name. Name thy purpose. Give fire what you fear to lose."
I always want to have something cool to say, but I don't really. Bonwyn Everbane. I want to use the forge to create and also to protect my friends and family and my town from whatever's coming. What was the last thing I needed to do? Offer something? Ugh.
I don't know.
Give first what you fear to lose.
Yes.
give fire what you fear to lose.
Yes.
I mean, same.
It's same thing. It's just giving the
Sorry,
fire.
my E sounds like an S and a T sometimes.
That's Texas for you.
Yeah, it's a Texas fire.
I shoved Bizarre. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know why that's
that
my
means
joke
so
tonight.
much.
Right? It would be so kind in a way.
I feel loved.
As you're pondering that, you look back at the dagger, and the dagger, as it was placed on the edge, is not in the fire, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't I go move the dagger into where the smoke is like exactly coming from, and while I'm there, just maybe like just get a little more blood on top. Because if I'm being honest, that's what I really don't want to lose.
I'll lean over to Cav and say, "Hey, do you think we're supposed to say anything?"
I mean, I think this is kind of like Bonwyn's show.
Okay, I'm just making sure we're not like breaking the rules or something.
No, I think it's totally cool.
Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut then.
All right.
Dope.
So you move forward and you put more blood on the dagger, and as you hold it, moving it into the forge, you hold it in your hand, you feel it tremble. Not magically, but as if remembering. You feel warmth bloom from the grip. And as you place it on top of this ember that smoke has been billowing from, and release it, you have a flash of a memory. You see the first spark that you lit the coals that day without your father nearby. You flash forward and you can feel the stubbornness of the metal as you're trying to craft this dagger, the frustration that quickly became pride for you. You see, as if you're watching yourself, you see your father watching from the doorway, pretending not to be there, but smiling when you weren't looking. And then later that night, you see yourself around the dinner table, and he raised a cup in a toast. Not to your potential, but to your work. And he said, "That's yours, Bon. Your hands, your heat. I'm proud of what I taught you. But even prouder, I'm no longer needed." And he gives a little wink. The blade isn't perfect. It has a wobble. But that wobble is where Bonwyn's independence lives. And as you release the dagger, you see it engulfed in flame, which causes you to step back into the center of the circle. All of you hear the forge scream, not in sound, but in sudden pressure. The walls shudder, and all around you, ghostly smiths flare into view. And above it all, a silhouette taller than the chimney rises from the flames. A woman forged in sorrowful fire. All around you are ghosts of Everbane's past. The woman before you is Malin, your great-great-great-grandmother. You hear a voice whisper through the fire that is building inside the forge. It says, "Ashuthra, I give you what joy remains. My soul for your sorrow. Let the forge burn again." And that voice turns into an image of this woman that you see before you. A woman in soot-streaked robes, kneeling before the forge. You see her place her hand on the coals. As they burn away, her soul begins to sing into the fire. And as that image fades, smoke begins to fill Everbane's. The walls around you, around all of you, begin to grow ever taller. Bizarre and Cav, you're first to hear it, or at least it seems like you're first to hear it. You hear the sound of movement behind you.
Turn around.
Bright eyes.
Yeah.
You turn around and you are each staring into what appears to be your own shadows. Those shadows have eyes lit with dark red coal. And as you quickly look back and forth to each other and over to Bonwyn, you see that Bonwyn's shadow, with cast large across the room, is tearing itself from her. This entity pulls itself up off the ground and stands behind her, and you see Bonwyn's shadow now staring at her from behind.
Is there any indication of their intent based off of how they're standing? Like, what kind of stance are they taking? Are they just mirroring us?
Do you want to roll insight?
Yes, please.
I picture B-boy stance.
Oh, fuck. That's not good. That's an 8.
I was picturing like youth pastor, hat backwards, chair backwards.
Okay, well, we'll never know because could be either of those.
Yeah.
You take a moment and you're watching them, seeing if they make a move first. The two shadows that are on your shadows, Bizarre, yours, and Cav, yours, are just appear to be kind of moving with your movements at this moment. But as you look back to Bonwyn, who is like eyes locked on whatever she sees in the fire, her shadow pulls a dagger out from behind it. And it looks like it's moving towards her.
Okay, I'm going to take the shield off my back and like rush this thing. Try to get in between.
Give you that, and then we'll roll for initiative.
Okay. What kind of roll would you like, Russ? Just like an unarmed strike?
Yeah, I do an unarmed strike.
Or is there like a specific like shield?
Well, there is if you get into like shield master stuff, but
I'm definitely not there.
Let's do an unarmed strike.
Okay. All right. It was a 19 on the die, so I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Nice. Aren't you a shield master, Cav? Aren't you?
It's a 22 now, so
22 definitely will hit. Yep.
Okay.
Give me damage, and we'll assume bludgeoning.
It says 2 damage.
As this shadow behind her pulls the dagger up, you rush forward, interrupting it, and it turns to look at you. And as you strike into it, you feel like you're striking something solid, but then, like, as you're getting like full momentum behind it, the shadow dissipates and like completely envelops around you and goes back to the same spot and like wags its finger at you.
I've been shamed as well.
Has this broken me from my trance?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
As I'm clattering to the ground?
Yeah.
Bonwyn, you snap to and you turn around and you see Cav like rush forward and around, and you now see the shadow of yourself, and it is the same image that you saw in the mirror a couple nights before at your parents' place.
Cool.
Let's roll for initiative.
Got an 11.
9. Lost a lot of blood, guys. No, I'm just kidding.
No, that's totally fair. I got a 15.
Hell yeah.
So you're already all up in there.
Makes sense.
I mean, I went for a little tumble, but I'm right back up on my feet, I'm sure.
That's right. Quick jump. The shadow of Bonwyn is up first. And as Cav clatters to the floor, Bonwyn, you turn around and you see yourself before you, which raises a dagger towards you and moves to strike you. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Damn.
Welcome to the middle.
It's the middle!
It is the middle.
We're here.
Right in here.
Here we are.
Just snuggled down.
Did you know we have a merch store?
I do know.
I did.
Dumbdragons.dashery.com is the place to go for the merch store. Tell them all about the great merch they can get.
Oh, holy man. We got our new designs up there, and they're so cool. We did a good time, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
We did a good
I got
time.
a Barnhart Swans School of Fighting, Dance, and Magic for a shirt for my husband, and it's wonderful.
I got one of those as a tank top for me, and it's that soft It's a soft fabric, the tri-blend, whatever.
All
It's
the good stuff.
It's good stuff.
I too got the Bernhardt Swans tank top.
Look,
No one's surprised.
everybody was asking for it. We knew there was going to be a high turnover on it. Yeah, but yeah, the great quality shirts. The one I got, super soft, like is the tri-blend version. I highly recommend. Which I still owe Jess a picture. So I've worn it 3 times. I haven't taken a picture of it once. Maybe next time. It'll be good. But yeah, dumbdragons.dashery.com, new storefront. Please, if you're looking for merch from the show or from Facing Fate, there's lots of designs up there as well. Go check them out. We would greatly appreciate it. But what we love to tell you about is Patreon as well. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast, where when you are a patron, you get an episode dedicated to you. Like today's patron, Sam Crawford.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks for being here.
So glad you're here.
We appreciate it.
Absolutely. We really appreciate you and your support. And if you want to hear more of us during this, probably when this is released during the summer, when we're releasing episodes a little more sparingly, we have a whole bunch of great episodes over there that you can go fill your ears and minds with.
Sam knows all about them.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Sam's the expert.
I'm sure Sam's been diving in all over the place.
Yep.
That's right.
It's enough content to fill an Aladdin bucket,
Oh, as the old saying
as
goes.
the old saying goes.
That old saying.
So be like Sam. Fill your Aladdin bucket at
Yeah,
patreon.com.
we should all be just a little bit more like Sam, I think.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I think so. Thank you for listening, everybody. We'll get you back to the episode and talk to you very, very soon. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
That is going to be 2 piercing damage and 3 psychic damage.
Cool.
Kevlarin, as you pick yourself back up, you look back to the shadow, shakes a finger, and then goes in and like stabs into Bonwyn. You're looking around and you see your shadow from the other side of the room, which had stayed where it was, like melt into the ground and like it's trying to move back towards you. Everybody sees the fire building in the forge, and the 4 pillars that were used in the creation of this circle begin to glow this bright white red, as if they are building in heat.
All right. And now what did the 4 pillars represent?
The 4, well, Kyle gave them something, which was the god, what did you call them?
The 4 creator gods. I said something
Okay.
very generic, hoping that maybe it works.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like
was
that
just
you were just
generic enough to,
actively
like-
creating lore
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
went.
Yeah. 4 founding gods is what? Ritual circle, etched in stone. 4 glowing pillars rise in cardinal directions. So I have them as north, south, east, west, but I like the 4 founding gods better. So
Maybe
they
we named
represent.
our gods after northeast, south, and west.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
maybe
yeah.
it makes sense.
They're the cardinal gods.
They're the cardinal gods, yeah.
Yes.
4 cardinal gods. So yeah, there was allusion to that in the ritual, but then now that you see them glowing, you see the sigils that Bizarre had drawn all over them, or drawn on them, are now illuminating even brighter.
Okay, and so my shadow's trying to like come back to me. Bonwyn's is attacking her. What is Bizarre's shadow doing? Is it just still there with him?
Yeah, not enough time has really passed for him to do anything, so it still seems to be mirroring him at this moment.
Okay, and they don't look like they're like... His doesn't look like it's aggressive right now?
Not from where you're standing. He would be blocking you a little. He would be blocking you from.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess mine doesn't really look aggressive other than the fact it's like trying to come back to me.
Yeah, and you have seen Bonwyn's shadow try and stab, or actively stab her. So yeah.
Sure.
Tried and succeeded.
Tried,
And
and you know what? It's
succeeded.
just nice to see someone succeed in their goals.
That's right.
I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt towards Bonwyn's shadow that is actively stabbing her.
Okay. Now remind me with Guiding Bolt, is that an attack or do I have to say?
I have to make a ranged attack spell, and let's see here. That was a 12 on the die, so that should be a 16.
16 will hit.
I didn't expect to need 5d6s, so
It's a good problem to have.
it's a great problem to have. Absolutely. All right, here we go. A mitt full of damage. 16, 18, 19 points of, I believe it's radiant damage. Yes, it is radiant damage.
Shit, hell yeah.
And the next attack roll made against that creature before the end of my next turn has advantage.
Love it.
You are otherwise standing ground.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, your Guiding Bolt shoots out, and as it does, the smoke and shadows from the room almost appear to be like pulling apart the bolt. It looks like it's weakening it as it's flying through the air. It does strike into Bonwyn's shadow, who lets out the same kind of pressurized scream that you heard when first placed the dagger. It is your shadow's turn now, Kevlarin. So as that's happening, the shadow like slinks across the room and like, pops up right in front of you. It takes a moment and like smiles at you.
Oh, good.
Sweet.
Great sign. Perfect.
And makes this clawed swipe attack at you. That's going to be 23 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 4 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your strength score decreases by 1.
Like permanently?
Maybe.
Okay. Don't let them touch you, Ollie.
Bizarre, it's your turn.
Questions. Our sources of light are the forge and the 4 pillars.
Yes. You had a couple torches that you had placed around the room. Those seem to be like extinguished by the smoke. But yes, the 4 pillars and the forge, which is now emitting intense light and heat.
Yeah, so the forge is a single directional light while the pillars are omnidirectional?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Appears behind the pillars. Like you saw the walls shoot up into the air. But most of what you see behind them is like smoke. It's like obscuring what you remember the room to actually look like.
Okay.
So really the functionally visible space is the circle.
Gotcha. And as far as the shadows go, they are still obviously being like coming from us. They're not like disconnected.
Would be hard to tell for yours. You would have seen Cav leave his. It would have stayed on the side where you guys were chatting. And then you saw it like follow him after the fact. You did see Bonwyn's tear from her.
Okay.
But when you turned and looked at yours, it did not follow you. It was staring back at you.
Right. Okay. That answers the questions I needed to know. So my first thought is that I'm going to cast a spell called Bane on these 3 shadows. So I need them all to give me a charisma saving throw of DC 13.
How about 7?
I
like that.
That's a no.
Okay, good.
So as far as that goes, that means any of them that failed, they'll take a negative D4 to their attack rolls or saving throws for the next minute, or if I lose concentration. After I do that, I'm gonna look around. Is there like a tarp or a blanket, something big nearby, or is all that stuff kind of faded out based off the environment?
Based off the environment, it's faded out. You could explore through the smoke and figure out what's back there. but you can't physically see something at this moment.
Yeah. All right, cool. So let me think about my life and what I would do knowing that I can't see shit.
And you're deaf right now too.
Yeah, I'm very, very, very hard of hearing at the moment. But man, so like my thought process is like, cool, shadows can't exist without light. Where's a blanket I can stand behind so it's a shadow of a blanket, not a shadow of myself?
Oh, that's clever.
I thought you might just be doing that thing where you're like in front of your dog with the blanket and then just gone.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why not?
Shadows are just shadows. They're stupid. Like, they just do what we do. That's a copycat. No, I mean, I casted my Bane spell. My bonus actions, I don't have much I can do. Actually, yeah, there is something I can do. I'll go ahead and whip out my sword, and I'll move up to Bonwyn's shadow, and I will start my blade song.
Okay.
It's always Bizarre's answer to everything. Just whip it out.
Just blade song.
Just whip it out.
Here I come to cut the day.
Awesome. So you start the blade song. You don't get to attack on that, do you?
No, but I do increase my speed by 10 feet. I gain +3 to my AC.
Sick.
And, and +3 to con saving throws to maintain concentration. So that actually helps out a lot, considering.
Amazing. Okay.
Amazing.
So Bizarre moves into the center of the circle with you, Bonwyn, and it is your turn.
Oh yeah, so we're all inside the circle.
Yes, yeah. Cav got knocked more towards the other side, but essentially all inside the circle, within the perimeter of the columns in light.
And do I still see Malin, or who I assume to be Malin? Like, do I still see the ghostly figures of Everbane's past?
That you do. None of the other folks has been described to them, so you are the only one currently that you are aware of that can see them.
Okay. Can I try to touch the ghostly presence of Malin? Because she's the one that's like kneeled in front, like doing the original thing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I want to try and touch her.
Sure.
Like, yo, GGGG, be cool.
You move up to Malin and you move to put your hand on them. Would you please roll a D8?
Sure will. It's an 8. She's made of poison. Damn it. No, wait, I'm a dwarf. I'm immune to poison. He can't get me that way.
Maybe it's Malin.
You put your hand on Malin's shoulder, and you suddenly have this sense that you are being watched. You look into the fire that is billowing now inside the forge, and it begins to take shape into this otherworldly entity. Like, it looks like they're created of like solid steel, and they have lava dripping from them in the form of like a long dress. Make a con save, please.
Not great. That is a 6.
Ooh.
Oh, Russ's doesn't count, so you're off the hook.
It's off the table.
Yeah, it's off the table. Oh, well, do you want the one that was on the floor or the one that I rolled on the table?
I don't want either of them.
Tricky.
They're both bad
You
news for me.
literally and figuratively rolled higher.
That's right. You're going to take 4 necrotic damage.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah. You begin to see the mouth of this creature, this entity move, and like whispers on the wind, like everything that they are trying to say or that they appear to be saying, and it disappears in the rolling crackle of the fire.
Kind of sounds like Billy Crystal.
Is there anything else you would like to try to do?
Oh yeah, it's my turn. Things aren't just happening. Playing a game.
Oh, right. I have agency in
All
this.
right.
Just
Right.
like move forward a couple feet and try to touch
something.
the memory.
So
Yep.
that was it. See, because I don't know. Bonwyn's confused about what to do here. This all seems bad. I think to steal an idea from Kyle. This is my place. I feel like I would know where everything was, even if I couldn't see. Like, I don't be turning lights on in my own house when I, like, get up to pee in the middle of the night. And this has been my house my whole life, like, where I've spent all my time. So...
Plus dark vision.
Oh, yeah, I have dark vision, too. But maybe the smoke is the issue more than the
Ooh,
dark.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Well, you also have smoke vision. Developed after years of manning the fort.
Because we would have, like, whatever the D&D equivalent of, like, fire blankets are in this place, right? Because...
I would think so, yeah.
Safety
Some sort of like,
Safety, yeah.
like thick, heavy, like
Yeah.
wool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
a felted wool blanket or something.
Sure.
Yeah, that I would maybe try and put on one of the pillars if those seem to be where a lot of the light is coming from. I don't think I'm quite willing to try and put out the fire yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay. Sounds good. So you're going to, I assume, disengage from any shadows around you.
Yeah, because I'm not in... Because mine attacked me, but then Cav attacked it, so it's not like we're not engaged
Yeah,
right now,
no, you're
right?
not really engaged. Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, you're good. So yeah,
So
you
I'm going to
could-
attack or provoke an opportunity attack. It's fine. I'm already almost dead anyway. Let's do this fucking thing. I'm just kidding. I'm not almost dead. I'm not feeling great, but I'm not
Yeah, like,
almost
things
dead.
aren't ideal, but
Okay, so you're going to run into the smoke.
Yeah,
Okay.
hit a brick wall.
Run into the smoke where you know that you have these blankets.
Yeah.
As you run into the smoke, make a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm getting nuts. I just rolled a 4.
You run into the smoke.
straight into a wall.
Exactly. Damn it. Everything
Forgot
that
about the
seems like
extensive remodeling
ephemeral
that you
is
commissioned.
actually like solid.
Yeah.
What does anything mean anymore?
That's funny. You run into the smoke, and everybody else you see Bonwyn disappear. Like there's a Bonwyn-shaped hole that's quickly enveloped. The shadow in front of you, which is Bonwyn's shadow, her eyes follow Bonwyn into the shadow, and as you all kind of out of the corner of your eye look for her, Bonwyn's shadow before you disappears. You in the smoke, your lungs immediately fill with all of this thick black smoke, which causes you to like cough and like almost convulse. You will take 1 smoke damage. You're coughing up, hacking up phlegm, and you're like reaching around. You feel the tables. You feel like tools that that were left out. And you think you've got to the right place, and you're tapping and reaching, and you feel a hand touch you in the middle of this smoke. As your hand like glances past where you feel the fibers of the blanket, but you feel something like reach out and grab you like this.
And grab it back.
Okay.
Did it grab me? You didn't say this, but you mimed it that it like kind of grabbed my wrist.
I'm, picturing you like
'Cause I'm,
tapping,
like-
reaching, so it's like
Yeah.
on top, so
And it,
like
like,
reaching
came
like
this
your
way?
wrist forearm on top of you.
So I couldn't grab it with that hand because it's kind of got it. I'm going to put mine on top. We're just doing a friend stack thing. What do we call that? You know, a friend stack.
Friend stack. Exactly.
You know,
We call it that in the
When
States.
you're in a circle
too.
and you all stack your hands, a friend
Yeah, you
stack.
put your hand on top, and it feels cold. Like on both sides, everything feels cold. But as you touch the top of this hand, like it goes through, and your hand is now on top of you, but you still feel the pressure tightening around your wrist.
I'm going to need all of that. Cool. It's getting so much worse. Out of the ritual circle into the cold, dead hands. It's not a perfect metaphor.
As we move back into the ritual circle, you hear like echoes of laughter coming from the smoke around you. It's Shadow Bizarre's turn.
Oh, yeah. That guy.
And when you ran into the circle, it, as same as Cavs, did not follow you. Mm-hmm. How closely are you paying attention to your own shadow rushing towards Bonwyn's?
Oh, I'm keeping an eye on all of them because I'm concentrating on Bane. So, like, my eyes are darting around to keep an eye on them, seeing which one's going to need to really be like, I'm going to need to pull that out.
So as you rushed into the circle and Bonwyn rush out, you see it like disappear into the smoke, and it jumps out between two other pillars. So it's like moved between the next two pillars, and you see it rushing towards one of the pillars, and it is grasping around it, and you see the light siphoning into it.
That's different. Very, very different.
Bonwyn, you in the smoke. Okay, so a couple things happen. Everybody who's still in the ritual circle, you see the shadow grasping onto it, but then the pillars begin to flare with light. It doesn't seem to affect the shadow that's held onto it, but they flare with light. Bonwyn, make another save. That will be also Constitution. Also Constitution.
I switched my dice, and it did get slightly better, because that's a 12.
Okay.
And now please roll a d10.
9.
So as you're in the smoke, you're coughing up, you're trying to fight with whatever this creature is that you can't see. You have this flash of a memory. You see a vision of someone you care for cheering you on. Who do you see?
Oh, geez. Well, there's been a lot of dad talk lately, so let's say not dad. What about June, one of my favorite teacher from teacher times?
All right.
You know, when we had schools, teacher times, that's what it's called.
You see this vision of June, and she's cheering you on.
You got this. You got this.
You are going to heal 1d6.
Ooh.
And
June.
gain advantage on any check this round, your choice.
Fucking June, crushing it. That was a 5, a good roll.
The pillars swell. Bizarre's shadow is latched onto one of them. Kavalarn's was attacking Kavalarn. Bonwyn's shadow has completely disappeared from everybody's view. One could assume that Bonwyn is dealing with that right now. And the embers in the fire grow, and the pressure sound, that scream, begins to swell again as the walls begin to vibrate inside of Everbanks. Dumbgeons Dragons, Season 4, Episode 31, starring Amy Moore as Aladdin, Carla Maxted as Bonwyn Everbane, Tom Laird as Kevlarin Goldweave, Kyle Claset as Bizarre the Wizard, and Russ More as your Dungeon Master. Dialogue editing and sound design of today's episode is by Russ More. Our community manager is Jessica Babiak. Music is from Epidemic Sound, and sound effects are from Epidemic Sound and Boom Library. Our amazing cover art is by Matt Garbutt. And a huge thank you to our supporting producers, Gabriel Lynch, Jessica Babiak, Unger Runkiersen, Kat Waterflame, Perry Mady, Jacob Madden, Old School Gamer D, Craig Zeiss, L.A. Branton, and Chibs1012. We'd love if you joined us today at patreon.com/dumbdragoncast for the amazing community, all the bonus content, and so much more. Patreon.com/dumbdragoncast. We'll see you over there. But until then, have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon.
So at the end of this episode, we just need somebody to say, Aladdin, come inside. Get in the van. Get in the van.
Dumbgeons and Dragons is a Dumb Dragons production.